I'm Lynn. Welcome back to Cooking with Lynn. I'm in the kitchen again today for the Cumberland Library, and today I'm making mini Pavlovas. It's a egg white and sugar marshmallowy kind of dessert that you can put fruit on and kind of do lots of things with it, make it your own. So I'm going to talk about that. It's very easy and doesn't really take very much time, so not sure why it's not a more common dessert. It's not super fussy, but it can kind of go sideways if you don't do it right. Hopefully that doesn't happen today. I'm gonna tell you what you need and get started. So I'm only gonna make a very small batch because I don't want to have them around, trying not to overindulge too much, and there's only two of us here. So I'm gonna make 4. This is actually a double recipe. You can just make 2 if you want, just for a quick, easy dessert. Now, I say quick to make, takes a little bit of time in the oven, so you got to prepare for that. You want to be, around for a while because it's in the oven for 45 minutes, cooking on 200, and then it sits in the oven for another hour, sort of drying out. So it sits in the oven with the oven off. So you got to account for that. So the part of it where you're making it is easy, and then that part is a little longer. But the whole thing is easy. Anyway, I'm going to stop babbling and tell you what you need and get started. So you need eggs, you need egg whites, so I'm going to separate the eggs in a sec, sugar, and then, and that's all that goes into the actual pavlova. And then you're going to want to top it with something when it comes out of the oven. It'll be nice and cool so you can kind of get in there and eat it right away. You can make your own whipped cream. I'm going to use canned whipped cream. You can put curd, lemon curd, any kind of fruit curd. Fruit, I've got raspberries here, I've got blackberries, and I've got strawberries. Put whatever you want. On a mini pavlova, you're not going to want to put a big giant piece of strawberry, so I'm probably going to use the raspberries, maybe the blackberries. And you can use canned peaches. You can put anything you want on it. You can use any kind of canned fruit, stick that on there, but you're going to layer it with, so the pavlova would go first, and then the cream, and then the fruit on top, and it's a nice light spring summertime dessert. And as I said, quick in the making, not so much in the cooking. Anyway, let's get started. I'm going to make, like I said, I'm going to use 2 eggs, so because this is actually a double batch, and so you're going to want to separate your eggs. You only want the whites, and you want to try to get no yolk in there if possible. So we're going to go back and forth. I mean, they make egg separators that you can get, but I don't bother with that. You can save the yolk for something else. I don't know what, but you can save it for a short time. And so that's 2. So part of this is going to be whipping in the blender, in the mixer. I need something. It takes a little bit of time for that to fluff up, so there'll be, I'll be pausing there while I'm doing that. Anyway, you want to make sure your mixer is nice and clean. There's no oils in there, so I'm going to just dump that in there. These are cold eggs. I'm going to use a 1/2 cup of sugar. I think you can use confectioner's sugar, and you can use like Splenda if you want to make it sugar-free. This is also gluten-free, obviously. So just a 1/2 cup of sugar. And then we're just going to blast it and let it go. I'm going to pause. Alright, this has been going for, 2 or 3 minutes. What you're looking for is stiff peaks. I think I've got that now, so check it out. So, I don't know if you can see that. Pull this off. Stiff peaks being stands up. Plus you gotta, yum. Okay. It's like marshmallow. Essentially, sort of is. Okay, so, a couple different ways you can make your pavlova. Helps if I have a spoon. unprepared. Okay, so, all right, let's get some of this out of the way. We're all done with all that. You can spoon it in a little circle, or you can use a piping bag. I would use a piping bag if I was going to make a bigger one. So you can make a bigger pavlova by, getting a base down, which I'll kind of show you when I make the mini one, and then piping around the edges to bring it up, and then it gives you more room to fill it with whatever you want to fill it with. But for the small ones, I just plop them down and then kind of just make a circle out of it. You see what I'm doing? Get everything out of the way. And then you kind of want to make like a little well in the center. Doesn't matter if it's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect. This should make 4. Let's it looks like it might be able to make more than 4. I can make them a little bigger. I mean, all I did was put those 2 things in the blender, the mixer, and let it go. That's how easy that was. If you can make your own whipped cream. I probably already said that. There's many variations that you can do. You can flavor this, color the pavlovas to make them festive for whatever occasion you're doing. So, and again, you want to make them fancy, you can pipe them. Not that easy to make a well because it always wants to make a peak. The last time I made them, it didn't matter because you plop your cream in the middle and then put all your lovely fruit there. So I think that should be about good. They look about the same size. Make a little swirl. Make it look cute. And then eat the rest. All right, this is going in the oven. Like I said, 200 degrees for 45 minutes. And then I'm going to turn the oven off. It's going to stay in there for another hour. Dry them out. And then we'll top them. And of course, I get to eat them. And we'll see how they come out. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. Alrighty, so it's been an hour and 45 minutes. And these little guys are all cooked and dried out. So they come off real easily. They're light as a feather. They don't brown. They don't puff up, and they don't spread out. So however you lay them out on the thing is how they're gonna stay. They do get, like, this one's got a teeny little bit of, it's like a little bit of golden. That's the timer. But they're done. Obviously, if you make a bigger one, you'll have to Google check how long to bake it. If you make a real big one, like one big one, I could have done 2 bigger ones, and I would have had to adjust the time, the cooking time, and the drying time. But this is a nice little, quickie little. Well, I keep saying quick, but an hour and 45 minutes. But a nice light little summer dessert. I gotta get my cream out because I forgot that. Cheated with the whipped cream. Laptop wants to do funny things. I'm not making my own. Why? So let's see what I'm doing. Make like a little pillow for the fruit. Throw a couple blackberries on there. Again, you can use canned or frozen. Just obviously thaw it out. Make it a little pretty. Put a little sprig of mint in there. Pretty little summer dessert. And I'm gonna naturally give it a try. So it's like crunchy on the outside. It's a big mouthful. It's so yummy. What's not to like? And it's just egg whites and sugar. And like I said, you can put Splenda and make it sugar free and hardly any calories. And I would check though, I've never tried it with Splenda, so I would check to see if you need to do anything different, add anything to it. It might affect the way it whips up, so I would check on that. I'm eating another bite. I mean, you can eat it just like this. A little crunchy, and then it's soft in the middle. It's yummy. Alright, finished chewing. Okay, so I'm coming back in May, and I'm making shakshuka, which is like, what the heck is that? It's it's like a poached egg in like a tomato sauce, and it sounds funky maybe, but it's delicious, and I'll show you how I like to eat it, and I hope you give it a try. I hope you give this a try. It's, like I said, super easy, little time consuming as far as, passive time. You don't have to be babysitting it. Put a movie on and wait for it to finish, and then have your dessert. And yeah, so come back again. Come check out all the other videos, and come see what we're doing at the library. We're always doing some fun stuff. And I hope to see you again in May. Yeah, May. What month is it? Springtime's going by too fast already. All right, I'll see you soon. Take care.